Hey, it's MrByZ back again, and I get to talk some Hot Toys today as I just got the Mandalorian Incinerator Trooper from Hot Toys. So let's go ahead and open this up, check it out. All right, so today we get to look at a Hot Toys figure here. Interesting thing is I kept looking at this TMS. Usually it's the initials of whatever character you're getting. And I finally realized this means the Mandalorian Stormtrooper. So this was just kind of bought on a whim. I had some coupons and everything. I was like, what the heck? I don't have a Hot Toy Stormtrooper. It'd be kind of fun. Let's see here. So, see here we have our box. Nice picture of our Incinerator Trooper here. You know, I don't have a ton of Hot Toy stuff. For some reason, the Mandalorian stuff just keeps interesting to me. I purchased, pre-ordered several for next year. They're coming out. They were just too good. I couldn't resist. I'd say some of it is like Hasbro hasn't given it yet, but at the same time, it's just also they look so good. So there's what our packaging looks like right here. Of course, not a whole lot here on the side. Just got that, nothing on the back. Anybody knows Hot Toys knows it's kind of standard. Let's open this guy up. You get, as always, you kind of get this cover of the figure. This is a pretty nice one right here. And inside, let's see what we have here. Pretty nice setup. Oh, I'd have to go back and look at the Hasbro ones if we've got the Imperial emblem on the back or not, but it looks pretty cool. You know, it's funny because I remember with Sideshow, there for a while, I was trying to go all in on Sideshow. This is back in, what, 06, 07, 08, right around in there. And I know in 08, they started getting the Stormtroopers, and I had the first Stormtrooper pre-ordered. And, you know, I kind of, as with many people in 2008, financially, I wasn't doing as well, and I had to cancel a lot of pre-order. Some stuff I wish I'd gotten, some stuff I'm like, oh, well. It was like after that, Sideshow went into doing a ton of Stormtroopers and Clone Troopers, and it was just like over and over and over, and I was like, I can't do that. Whoop, I just had something fall out. So here we have our Trooper, fresh out of the package. Go ahead and take this plastic off here. I always like how Hot Toys does that. They put this plastic on to help protect. And transit, they definitely do a great job of making sure everything is nice and ready for you and nice and protected. You know, I don't have a ton of Hot Toys. I have a couple layers, a couple Vaders, Force Awakens Han and Phasma, and then I've got like Superman, Indiana Jones, and Marty McFly. But I just took this as a good opportunity to go ahead and pick up another one. He's fairly inexpensive as far as Hot Toys go. You can get pretty expensive with these guys, but you know, with the coupons I had, there was like I had a $25 off, plus I had had points and everything to use. So I was like, what the heck. I gotta say, too, with Sideshow, who I ordered this through, really good customer service. As soon as I ordered it, I realized I still had my work address in there for it to be sent to. And that's interesting. There's this baggie with 2 little dots. So I immediately emailed them, and I ordered this on a weekend, and asked if I could get the address change. And I said normally they'd charge me extra for it, but since I got it in quickly and everything, they went ahead and did it, so I didn't get charged extra on that. So that was kind of nice. Just a second here. So I'm just realizing I didn't have any instructions. I'm so used to the last few I've gotten to where there were instructions. Get him in really close. You can see his eyes are slightly tinted green, which is more in line with how the helmets are actually made. can see, you know, the armor and everything. It's really good. I'm sure it's the same mold as what they use for regular Stormtrooper, just with all the extra stuff. Although I'm seeing a little tiny hole right up here. I don't know if that has to do with our backpack here. Hopefully I can put this backpack on right. Unlike Hasbro, right? Is there any good pictures of the backpack? Yes, okay. The backpack just has, it's just a backpack, you know? Doesn't like attach in as far as I can tell. You just strap it on. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright. It's about as, well, I'd say as difficult as trying to put a backpack on my 3-year-old, but he keeps moving. Alright. At least with him, I can say arm and have him move his arm. But, okay. Interesting. I think it would plug in or something here. Give me a second while I get this adjusted. So I thought I had to adjust the straps on it. I realized there's a clip that goes across the front of him, and that actually gets everything in nice and tight. Feels really good. I don't feel a need to, although this looks kind of funny up here. Feels like that should be down more. See if I can do that. There we go. Yeah, I might be able to tighten the strap up a little bit. There we go. That's got it a little tighter on there. I can tighten this one up. Tighten these just like any other strap, basically. Nothing special here. All right. So his backpack, he does have some straps hanging down there, but it's not too bad here. We have this, which I assume goes from the flame gun here into his backpack, which I have to figure out how this attaches. Because again, no instructions. Oh, there we go. So it just clips right into there. Pretty simple. And is this a trigger hand? It doesn't look like it. Looks like I want a better hand for that. So definitely don't want just a neutral hand on this. Just so we have our different hands right here. So looks like that would be a trigger hand. Okay, so I got a trigger hand in there. Let's go ahead, get his gun into his hand. So that looks good. Get it in there. Where does this attach on the backpack? Looks like it's got two things that attach. Oh, there we go. So there are a big one, a little one. I'm assuming this is our big one. And this is our little one. Just like that. Now he's got the piping coming out of the backpack. Hopefully I did that right. And, yep, oh. Now his hand came off. Oh. You know, when you buy some of this high-end stuff, it's amazing how fragile some of it could be. Over the years, like I look at the first Hot Toys I bought, which is A New Hope Darth Vader. All of his straps and everything, and he had to like pull stuff off to change the batteries. Oh, it's a pain in the butt. And I think the straps were starting to break and everything. I was just like, I don't want to keep changing the batteries on this. And then like the Indiana Jones I bought years later, I bought off eBay, but like they had like leather belts and everything, and they were coming loose, or they were deteriorating. And I actually went and bought some faux leather boots, or faux leather straps to replace them, just so to make it work right, because it was like for his belt and stuff. I was able to find, you know, at a craft store some stuff pretty similar. So there we've got the flame in there, and bring his hand up to hold it. I feel like I'm pulling his hand out again. I'm having a hard time keeping that right hand in there with the arm bent. Problem is the armor gets in the way. And so it's not pulling the armor back as far, so the hand's not going on as well. And let's try this again. All right. Like Hasbro, I feel like he can really hold his flamethrower a lot better. Let me put him on right here. It's interesting, the base that came with him is the same base as I got with my Vader, my New Hope Vader years ago. Everything I've gotten since has had a different base on it, and so it's kind of funny that all these years later you get something with this old base. So there we go. Basic look at him. Zoom in a little bit here. Looks pretty darn cool. Nice details on him. I'm going to have a whole Mandalorian shelf of Hot Toys. For next year, I've got pre-ordered the the Dark Trooper, Moff Gideon, Bo-Katan. I know there's one more in there that I pre-ordered. It was just a bunch of stuff that hit. It looked really cool. I was like, oh, I want that. Oh, Boba Fett. That's what it is. The Boba Fett 2-pack. And I've got Mando with Child coming. Should be next month, actually. So it's a pretty cool trooper. I think it's worthwhile. It was a nice Stormtrooper for me to get. So I didn't have a Hot Toy Stormtrooper, so it goes in the collection pretty well. And I'll probably play around with posing him and everything. I don't like how the wire sticks up with that. I don't know if there's anything I can do with that. I'll have to look at some pictures and see if I figure it out. Unfortunately, no instructions, not helping. And if anybody out there is watching this and knows what those two little black dots are for, that's an unusual thing. And again, oh, there was instructions. They're attached to the bottom of the packaging and I didn't see it. Well, now I'm going to look at that. So looking at the instructions, I still don't know what those little dots are for. So if you happen to know, hey, I'd love to hear it. But these little dots, I don't know what they're for. They look like, they're a little baggy. They're for something, but no idea. The only thing I can think of is maybe they go on these dots on the front of his armor or something, but no idea there. Besides that, it did, the one thing I learned from the instructions is you want to take off the head and the pauldron before you put the backpack on. That way you get the straps in correctly. A very difficult time keeping the arm attached with this. It's having a hard time holding up the flame, but I thought maybe I could run this underneath, but that was having issues, so I've kind of got it set up like that. It looks okay. I'll probably play with posing. The other thing I found is that the stand doesn't like to work with the cod piece on the Stormtrooper. It kind of hits that wrong, and so that can be an issue too on this. But overall, it's a nice looking piece. I like it, and I think it's worthwhile, and hopefully this will help you decide if this is something you would like to pick up too. Thank you for watching. So one last thing I want to look at is I'd forgotten if this is 6-inch Black Series. He does have the pauldron. I knew the 3 3/4 inch had the backpack on upside down, but apparently the 6-inch does too. So this is definitely, I would assume Hot Toys got it right here. So it's definitely flipped. It doesn't have the Imperial emblem on the 6-inch, just but it is flipped the other way around, which looks nicer for the stuff to attach to the flame gun, coming from underneath instead of up top like that. But and the same thing for the 3 3/4 inch. It has the flipped upside down backpack as well, and it does not have an emblem on the backpack. So 6-inch does, 3 3/4 inch doesn't.